How's it going, everyone? My name is Fordevo and welcome back to another top 5. And in today's top 5 I'm going to be going over the top 5 sniper rifles in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. The reason I'm putting the two games together is because in each game there's only 4 sniper rifles per class, so obviously it's impossible to make a top 5 for both games. So I decided I'll put the two games together and I'll make a top 5 list comparing having all the best weapons from both games in the list. So here we go. Coming in at number 5, we have the XPR-50 from Black Ops 2. This is a semi-automatic sniper rifle. It has a high damage output. It has 95 damage per shot. A double headshot multiplier. Is 8 rounds, 11 in an extended mag. It has 24 in the reserve. It has a high fire rate of 375 rounds per minute. It's not as high as some of the guns on this list, but it is quite a high fire rate in general. Very moderate recoil, which is good for sniper rifles, and at the same time it's kind of bad. You want it to be low or very low, like some of the guns later on. It's hard to get kills efficiently with this gun because obviously with the sort of moderate recoil, the gun's obviously going to go off center very quick. So it's unfortunate then, because obviously you're not going to get the best out of the gun. As well as that, it has a 4.1 second empty reload speed, and it's 400 milliseconds to aim down the sights, which doesn't seem like a lot, but in the grand scheme of things it is quite a slow way to pull the gun up to your eye, you know. So number 5 is the XPR-50. Coming in at number 4, we have the WA-2000 from Black Ops 1. There's another semi-automatic sniper rifle with a damage of 70. A little bit less than the XPR-50, but not much. You know, it's a small drop, but it's a considerable drop at that. It has a 1.5 headshot multiplier with a clip size of 6, 12 in an extended clip, 48 in the reserve. The reserve never changes in an extended clip, unfortunately, so you know, you're just putting more in and getting rid of more. It has a very low recoil, and it has an impressive fire rate of 1200 rounds per minute, which is the fastest on this list. Some of the other guns, they make it up in like their reload times and their damage output, but the WA-2000 is an all-round good enough gun. It's a great sniper rifle to start with if you're only getting into multiplayer and you want to learn how to use sniper rifles. It's a good one to start with. The only problem is again, it's hard to get efficient kills, and it's a very slow reload. It's a 3.9 second reload on an empty clip, which is, you know, kind of insulting to the gun, because the gun is an impressive weapon all round, because 1200 rounds per minute is nothing to laugh at. Excuse me, voice crack. Coming in number 3, we have the SVU-AS from Black Ops 2. This is a semi-automatic sniper rifle as well. 70 damage, the same as the WA-2000, with a 1.5 headshot multiplier, again same as WA-2000. There's 12 in the clip but 16 in an extended mag, 36 in the reserve. A very slow fire rate than compared to the WA-2000 of 416 rounds per minute, faster than the XPR-50. It has very low recoil. It has the largest magazine in its class in Black Ops 2, and a very fast reload time of 1.96 seconds per reload on both an empty and a partially empty clip, which is nothing to snort at. They're very good statistics for a gun, you know, that's actually a sniper rifle, and they all have, every rifle on this bar that one seems to have very bad reload times. So that's actually one of that. If this was about reload times, this gun would win outright. The only problem I have with it is very, very low damage output. It's very little damage. Even with the headshot, you're not guaranteed a kill every headshot, you know, which is unfortunate. Coming in at number 2, we have the L96A1 from Black Ops 1. Now this is the first bolt action sniper on this, and you can probably guess what the number 1 spot is. But this bolt action does 70 damage and a 2-time headshot multiplier. It has 5 in a clip, 10 in an extended mag. It has 15 reserve, 3.3 second reload on a partially empty clip, 3.5 reload on a fully empty clip, 50 rounds per minute, but that's obviously going to be slower because of the bolt action in it. It's a one shot to the head, shoulders, chest or stomach, which is very impressive for a sniper rifle, because obviously, you know, not every gun on this bar, this and the number 1 spot, have that kind of thing, that have that to their name, that they can give you a headshot from literally the waist up, which is very good. Unfortunately, the low ammo count is against this weapon, and it's a very high recoil, so it leaves you very vulnerable to being shot while you're trying to reload this gun or get the next bullet in, which is very unfortunate because overall it's an amazing weapon. An honorable mention is actually the Dragunov from Black Ops 1 as well. This gun actually has slightly less statistics, some good, better than some of the ones on this list, but personally for me, it's not a great gun. It has 70 damage, 2 times headshot multiplier, 10 in the mag, 30 in reserve, and it is semi-automatic. Very low damage, which is probably part of the reason I don't like it, because I have used all the guns on this list to compare them all in gameplay. 2.95 seconds partial reload, 3.75 empty reload, which is terrible for a gun because that's a massive jump. That's almost an entire second of a jump just between the full and empty clip, which is all the difference in a game. So coming in at the number 1 spot on my top 5 list of sniper rifles in both Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, it's the DSR-50 from Black Ops 2. This is the other bolt action rifle on this list. Highest damage on the list so far of 98 damage per shot, which is insane. That is very high damage. 2 times headshot multiplier, 5 rounds per clip, 7 in an extended mag, very low. 25 in the reserve, very low ammo count is against it. 40 rounds per minute fire rate. That was post patch. Pre-patch it was actually 50 rounds per minute, which made it possible to get quad feeds, but after post patch it's impossible to get a quad feed in this with this gun because it slowed it down such a considerable amount. It's impossible now. It's 1 shot as well to the head, neck, shoulders and torso. So it's the only other gun on this list that can boast from the waist up you can get a guaranteed 1 shot kill. And as I said, the low ammo count is against this weapon, but the slow fire rate as well with the high recoil counts against this weapon very badly. So anyway guys, that's my top 5 list of snipers. If you enjoyed it, leave a like down below and I'll do more of these top 5 lists soon. I'm going to do maybe the top 5 shotguns next. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!